In this old guy DIY video, we will be transforming a charging desk with a bunch of cords into a charging station on the wall. This is not an original idea. There are a lot of YouTubers who have done it, but we've done some things here that are a little bit different than what most of the other YouTubers have done. I should be able to put a picture on the screen of what this desk used to look like at the old place, but basically it just has a ton of chargers here. They were routed underneath and then just sat all up on here. It was super cluttered. It was kind of a waste of space, and it's much better to go vertically. So what a lot of the YouTubers suggest doing is, this is from a product called Wall Control. I'll post the link in the description. And then what people do to make it look clean is they'll take this extension cord and they put it behind here. So in order to do that, the wall control mount needs to sit off of the wall. A lot of YouTubers like to use these standoffs and then drywall screws and stuff. The standoffs had some issues. I couldn't find ones that were the right size. None of the YouTubers had a proper link. So what we did instead is just took some 2x4s and drilled them and nailed them directly to the studs, and then also took them off, painted them black. So it should look a little bit cleaner. It's screwed into the studs with 4 screws on each of the boards. So it should be super sturdy, and we'll come back and show you what it looks like later on.
In this picture we can see how the original charging desk was set up. So just a couple of chargers up there, some miscellaneous items. Didn't look too bad, but a lot of unutilized space. And then the next picture we'll actually see too much utilization of space, where we just have everything that we could possibly fit on the desk on there, constantly a mess, nowhere to put anything. So the hope is that by putting the charging wall up, we'll save some of the space and clutter that was previously happening.
I started organizing stuff on the ground, but then I was looking at drilling some of the holes and whatnot, and just trying to figure it out, and decided I'd throw one side up. And because the extension cable outlet thing is on the right, I should be able to do most of what I want on the left with it mounted without too much difficulty. So one cool thing that I learned about that I'm using are these Anker, I believe it's a 6-in-1. So it just has a cord that goes to the extension cord outlet base thing, and then it has 6 USB chargers. So what I'm going to be doing is putting all of my USB-C charging items over there, because that way I shouldn't have to drill out the holes too much. And then what I'm using is just double-sided 3M tape, and then I've got like one charger here. So just put this on, and then I'll just paste it where I want it. If I were to do this again, I'd probably use magnets or Velcro or something, because I can already tell the double stick tape is just going to be annoying, but we'll work with what we have. So we're about 2 hours into this, and we're finally getting somewhere. If I could impart any wisdom on people, I would say spend more time in the planning process, kind of that measure twice, cut once type of stuff. Anyways, this extension or whatever outlet bar is really nice, fits in here, and then that 6-prong anchor thing is really nice because it fits almost perfectly back in here as well. So you can see I have 6 USB-C, and then these are, it's kind of hard to tell with the lighting in here, but these are like letter holders or something is what they call them. So I'll be able to use those to house these battery banks. So you just figure out what side, drop those in there, and then I'll have all these wires over here, so I can just plug it up. So down here I will have 6 different battery banks, or 6 of them that I can charge. Up here, I'm not sure what will go here. Maybe just some extra stuff, microphones and things like that. And now finally, I'm about to get started on putting some of the chargers up. And hopefully this side of the wall will be easier and have less stuff. So as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking this is the new setup. So down here will be all the battery banks. Put some chargers on here. I'll put batteries here. I don't really know how I'm going to do it. A lot of people will do, like one bin is for depleted, one bin's for charged. I have a couple different cameras. The kit that I got only has one of these. They hang on a bar, so 1 bar and 3 storage unit things, so I might buy another accessory and then mirror it over here. But one thing that I did is I took 2 of these Ankers, and let's see if I can get in the light, and I just electrical taped them together. So that gives me 12 USB-C charging ports right there, which should be enough for over here, because basically I'll have 6 battery banks down here, and then I'll have 6 different chargers up here. So I'm pretty happy with how the left side turned out. I'm starting to build the right side now, and one of the things I liked best was these little, I think they're like paper or envelope holders from the good old days. I just have them for battery banks, but I still have other stuff that I could put there too. So I'll post a link for that. And when I did it the first time on here, I had already mounted the board to the wall, and it was a pain in the butt. I probably wasted 30 minutes trying to stick my hand back there and whatever. So the easy answer is just do it while it's on the ground. So all I'm doing here is I drilled a little hole in each of the corners of the baskets, and then I went from one hole up to the next for zip tie, and then I'll drill 2 more holes, 1 in each corner, and then I'll drill 2 holes right here, and I'll just tie these together, and that'll be my structure, and it fits perfect. Alright, so this is mostly it. The only thing I have to do is kind of wire things up a little bit. So you can see I started back here with just some existing cables I had, but these are kind of long. I don't know if you can tell, but they're blue. So I ordered some more cables for chargers that are shorter and black. I figure everything on that side I'll be able to hide nicely. Over here I don't really have anything charging. I might run some stuff down around the bottom. But that's the entire project wall right there. So you've got a bunch of various chargers, drones, SD cards, flashlights, headlights, screwdrivers, speakers, tape measure. Anything you could really think of can go up there. One thing I'll probably do, or something I didn't notice, is the shelves they give you are different. So they give you a 9-inch shelf and a 6-inch shelf. I'll probably buy another 9-inch shelf just to even this portion out. But maybe I'll keep it because it does kind of make it look nice with everything that I have there. They also give you a bunch of extra hooks and things. But overall, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. All I have to do is wire it, and it'll be perfect. It keeps all this stuff off of the table and makes it more organized and easier to keep everything charged.